What's up, guys? My name's iirix. Today I'm going to be reviewing a card for you that I like. I'm a little surprised they printed something like this. I mean, it's pretty basic, but I think it's really cool for something as simple as this. Today's card is Thalia's Lancers. 3 white white gives you a 4/4 human knight with first strike. When Thalia's Lancers enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. I think this is really cool because it's a legendary tutor. And it usually, if you say that, people think it is a legendary card that tutors for something. No, it goes to get a legendary card, and I really want to emphasize that legendary card. There are some things that are legends that are not, creatures. So the first one that comes to my mind is Urborg. That's a land. Legendary enchantments and all that, those exist. I do like this card a lot. 5 mana feels a little high, but it could be a lot worse. And you do get a 4/4 first strike out of it. I think it's really cool. I like it a lot because of how, let's say, you're playing in a format where you don't have the chance to get a legendary, or the legendary was crap. You didn't get one. Draft, sealed. It's still 5 mana for 4/4, which is fair, with first strike. And first strike is always so good because it's when you take the combat step and you add an additional damage step into it, how is that not a pain in the ass for the opponent? I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm never happy when my opponent has a creature with first strike. But yeah, today's card is pretty simple. You tutor a legendary. I mean, I think it's going to be very welcome in EDH. Because I mean that's where legends. I don't want to say. I was going to say that's where legends play, but that sounds kind of cliche and lame. But anyway, it's pretty simple and straightforward for Thalia's Lancers today in draft. I'm going to give it a 3.5 because of how big it is. It's not an insanely powerful card. It's not a bombshell, but it is something where it hits a table and the opponent has to deal with it immediately, or it's going to wreak havoc. And if you happen to draft a legendary, great, even better. If not, whatever, no big deal. But I do want to point out Bruna and Gisela, same colors. You got Thalia. I mean, if you're playing white and you drafted this, and you see one of those other three, I'd be very surprised if you didn't pick it up. But yeah, draft 3.5. I think it's pretty good, all by itself. And then it tutors a legendary. Standard of 3. You're going to be putting legends in the deck, and I feel like this is here. Yes, 5 mana is a little expensive to try to set it up, but I feel like you'd be playing it with Bruna and Gisela. If you want to play a mono white, just white, mono white, I guess. I can't think of a name for it. To follow your curve on turn 3, you play Thalia. Turn 4, Gisela. Turn 5, the Lancers. 6, whatever. 7, Bruna. I mean, if you drew Gisela, I guess you don't need to play Thalia for this. If you drew Gisela, you go get Bruna. If you drew Bruna, you go get Gisela. So I think it follows your curve very easy. But yeah, standard of 3, it'd be way better to use that legendary tutor ability. Modern of 2, I feel like that's being a little generous because I don't think you're going to spend 5 mana to tutor a legendary. You'll probably play something that just straight tutors any card. I know the most popular one in Modern was, or one of them was Birthing Pod. You got Court of Calling. There's that, and I don't see any reason why you'd play this over any of those, even if you're not green. I mean, black tutors. I don't think this is going to be played in Modern. EDH of 4, though, that's where I think it's going to shine a lot because it tutors a legendary, and that's very valuable. The tuck rule is not a thing not tuck rule, but tucking is not a thing anymore in EDH. But if it was, I mean, I'd probably make this 4.5. But now in its current state, the commander's usually what somebody would tuck, and that's not a thing anymore. It goes back to the command zone. But there's still other legendaries that you probably play in the deck, so it's not a useless thing. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool, and a 4/4 in EDH is a respectable size. So that's what I have to say about Thalia's Lancers. If you have a different opinion, I'd like to hear it down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.